I'm going to show you guys how this flysky new firmware flashing stuff kind of works, or this, at least this version. I have it set up to where, and sorry, I gotta find somewhere to put this camera. I have it set up to where this is my box that I want to pay attention to, and I'll show you how to set this up. But there's a couple of things that are already on here. Like this is like my controller. What my flight controller is putting out. It's like 5 volts. You can do a battery mod where you get your actual cell voltage, but you're gonna need like to hook it up to your transmitter a certain way. And I haven't done it, and I already have on-screen display of my actual battery from my drone, so I don't need to see it on my controller. The only thing I want to see is like what my controller voltage is, and what like the flight controller is putting out to the transmitter, which is around 5 volts because of the 5-volt back on the flight controller. That's how much the transmitter, the receiver, sorry, that's how much the receiver sees. This, because it's attached to the flight controller, gets 5 volts. So that's how much I set my thing to. You can set this too. I have it set to about 4.9 because that's how much the flight controller sees, and then it'll adjust. I have my RSI shown, and I have my my maximum set in a failsafe, and I also have my my 5-volt from the drone voltage that's coming in set to like not a failsafe, but an error or alarm, and then I have my error level set to an alarm too, and I'll show you how that works. But first, we're gonna show it how it's actually working. I have my RSSI on Betaflight set in the middle so you can see that, and I'm using the error level on the controller for RSSI because that's technically what the error level on this mod is like your signal strength, and that's what I want RSSI on my headset to show. Yes, we do have RSSI on the controller, but that just shows like your dB rating, and the flysky controller doesn't have an option to set RSSI as a channel, only the error level as a channel, so that's why we used error level as RSSI in Betaflight. Okay, so I'm gonna walk away now, and I have my headset here so I can see when it starts getting shitty. I mean, you guys are gonna also have the overlay of the TV that I'm recording, so you can see that as I get farther away from the drone on the porch, the signal's gonna get worse. And I'll shut up now and show the controllers. Here we're at 1 because we're close. Okay. A good way to see that INTV is, just to know what it is, let's just say that's your drone. If your drone's not on, you won't get that. So just say that's your drone. If you ever don't have that on your controller, your drone probably lost its battery, and you'll lose everything else too. But yeah, your DBI rating, your RSSI is your signal, like your antenna, your field, I guess. I think I'm getting it right. And as we go farther away, it's going to go down. And you notice on the top left, it's going down too. So sorry, RSSI is going up negative like 84. It's going to go up in the negatives because we're getting a worser signal. I don't know if worse is a word, but yeah, that's what's happening. And our actual, like, sorry, where my pinky is, this one right here is going down too. And our error level is going up. Our error is at like 37%, and I think I have it set for 60. Once it gets to about 60%, this controller will beep and let us know, but I have on-screen display, so we will see that. We have a bad signal. See that? Over 60% error level, and it's flashing at us, letting us know. We're not getting any connection. And then see 14 dBi, 13 dBi as we come back and get closer. It'll get better. I don't know why it's beeping like this now. Maybe that's just an inactivity, letting us know the controller's on. But as we're going back, the dB on the top left gets stronger, and the RSSI in the middle goes down because it's not as bad. Our error level is already back to 1%. That's why when you use the errl as our RSSI in Betaflight. And now we're back. So 40 dB is what you want to see when you're right close to it. And as you get farther away, see, I just touched the controller and that stopped the beeping. That's just to let us know, hey, your controller's on. Hopefully you can see all this. As we go away, the signal's starting to change. ERR starts going up in a percent because that's our error level, that's our RSSI and our headset. And then our antenna, like on the top left, our dB strength gets worse, and our RSSI gives up because it's getting a worse signal. So read them how you want. That's how I use them. I'll show you how to set up the fail-safes. Not fail-safes, but I guess they are a fail-safe. It's an alarm. I also have a timer in the top left, right above the dB, and you can set a timer with the switch. So the timer starts when you flip the switch. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you do. And then that'll help you know for how long you were in the airflow. Even though on Betaflight you can have it set in your on-screen display, it's nice to have one on your controller. I'll show you how to set that up too.